He's a living tree.
Wemby, the deep catch, the turn, and the flush, plus the foul.
A unicorn.
Send it to the line.
An alien.
Shot clock is off. Wembenyama goes right by Durant.
And the best rookie in NBA 2K history. Victor Wembenyama is the greatest French athlete since Jean Girard. But is way less pretentious.
Soon you will know what it is like to be defeated by the hands of somebody who is truly better than you.
So where did this guy come from? Does he have parents, or was he born in a French lab? He's got a sister. We know that, and, damn. I hope she's 18. Wembenyama is only 19, but he's actually already having lunch with Tom Brady and getting questioned by the Vegas police in connection with battery charges. What path is he heading down? Is Wemby the next LeBron or a poor man's Kevin Durant?
This kid right here, he seems to me to be a poor man's taller version of the great Kevin Durant.
Even Stephen A. can't argue with this first point. Victor Wembenyama is one of the tallest players to ever don an NBA jersey. Wemby measures 7'4". In NBA history, there have only been 9 players taller than that, including guys like Manute Bol, Yao Ming, and Taco Fall. Only 2 players that stand 7'4" or taller have ever been elected to the Hall of Fame, Yao Ming and Ralph Sampson. The way everyone is hyping up Wembenyama, he's a shoo-in to be the third. Just look at this guy. He makes defenders look like children. He can dunk without barely even jumping.
Has been struggling to play too.
Look out of the other end. Victor Wembenyama off to the races, throws it down, and a quick 4 for the Spurs.
He released a POV video to show just how easy it is for him to get buckets. We're so infatuated with Victor Wembenyama because he's coordinated and can shoot. Most guys this tall are ass, let's be honest. 7'7" Manute Bol scored 2.6 points per game in his NBA career. 7'6" Taco Fall has scored 2.2 points per game. 7'6" Slavko Vrains played 1 game for the Trailblazers in 2004 and was immediately released. Big guys aren't supposed to be this good, but Wemby is a guard in Slender Man's body. It's downright criminal.
Wembenyama!
Speaking of, is Victor a criminal? Didn't he get in trouble with the cops in Las Vegas? Sort of. More on that later. But first, what kind of parents could produce a man like this? Are they even real? Or is Victor Wembenyama a test tube baby? Oh, they're real, all right. Their names are Felix Wembenyama and Elodie de Fautereau. Felix is from the Congo and stands 6'6". He was a track star, specializing in the high jump. He taught Victor how to run and jump at a young age. Elodie is native French. She's 6'3" and is also a great athlete, playing professional basketball in the French Women's League for many years. Felix and Elodie raised Victor and his dime of a sister in the French town of Le Chesnay, which is known for its amazing food and culture. Victor's parents placed a large emphasis on sports and fitness, which is why he is very skilled at both soccer and basketball. Having 2 parents that are both well above 6 feet tall is a necessity for being 7'4". Yao Ming stood a towering 7'6", and that's because his dad was 6'7" and his mom was 6'3". If your parents aren't giants, you're not becoming a giant.
It's not easy every day being different from everyone, but you just get used to it.
Sorry, kids. You can still feel like a giant, though, by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. It would have been a shame if the Wembenyama parents had only created 1 offspring with their perfect genes. They didn't. Victor has siblings. We've already introduced you to Eve Wembenyama, Victor's sister who broke the internet during the NBA draft by showing up looking like a snack. According to the internet, Eve was born in 2001. Let's see. 2023 minus 2001. Yes, over 18.
Yeah, boy.
We recommend turning on incognito mode when you scroll this babe's Instagram. And make sure your wife and kids aren't home. She's hardly just good looks though. Eve can hoop. She got some height from her parents too. She's 6'1". Following in her mother's footsteps, Eve plays for Monaco in the LF2 league and drops 6 points per game with 5 rebounds. Eve started representing Team France in the 3-on-3 international competitions and led her squad to a win in 2021 for the Women's European Challengers Cup. Obviously, Victor is the most famous of the Wembenyama siblings, but Eve is rapidly gaining in popularity after appearing with her brother at the draft. So who's this third guy in all these pictures? That's Oscar Wembenyama. And he's a baller too. The youngest of the Wemby clan is Oscar. He's a 6'8", 16-year-old who's already getting attention from NBA teams. And for good reason. Oscar was a big soccer dude growing up, but switched over to basketball once his brother Victor began experiencing success with the game. Oscar never even picked up a basketball until 2020. He gave it a go because he was bored during the pandemic. And now he's one of the brightest young stars in all of Europe, despite playing for only a couple of years. His size and length are a real problem. His shot is not nearly as developed as his brother's, but that will come with time. Oscar led his U15 team to a national title in 2022 and is now signed to France's most prestigious U18 team, the same one that Victor played for. Oscar is still so young and wouldn't be eligible for the NBA until 2026, but that hasn't stopped NBA scouts from salivating over him. He's huge, comes from a great family, and has access to the same trainers that turned his brother into the #1 overall pick. He's also a subscriber to the channel, which is very predictive of future success. Some guys are out here saying Oscar is going to be better than Victor when it's all said and done. We don't know about that, but I'd rather put my eggs in his 6'8" basket than a weak-hearted bum like Bronny James. Bronny would never have been able to handle staring down the Vegas cops like Victor Wembenyama did. Let's get into that story. Victor Wembenyama has only been in the United States for a couple of months, and he's already got a Vegas story. It involves the cops, battery charges, and Britney Spears? While hanging out in Vegas for the NBA Summer League, Britney Spears saw Wembenyama walking with his posse and rushed up to talk to the kid. She claims she tapped Wembenyama on the shoulder and that Wemby's security guard pushed her down with extreme force. Police investigated the potential battery but came to the conclusion nothing criminal had occurred. Wembenyama was relieved. Britney Spears was pissed. She says it was embarrassing to be pushed down in public and that her glasses almost broke, all because of a shoulder tap.
I simply tapped him on the back, I was backhanded, hit my face, it came back on the floor, my best friend picked me up and held me.
According to Wembenyama, there was no shoulder tap. The toxic singer straight up grabbed him on the ass.
I was walking with some security of the team, and there was one person who was calling me, but we talked before with the security, don't stop. That person grabbed me from behind, not on my shoulder, she grabbed me from behind, and so I just know that the security pushed her away. Turns out it was Britney Spears.
Whose story makes more sense? Britney Spears is 5'4" with short arms. Is her little ass really reaching all the way up to tap a 7'4" dude on the shoulder? We highly doubt it. It sounds a lot like Britney groped our boy and then lied about it. Hey Britney, I guess you're not that innocent. That's why Wemby's head of security hit you, baby, one more time. Britney Spears is lucky that it wasn't Victor Wembenyama himself who hit her, because man's got massive hands, maybe the biggest in the NBA. Look at Wemby here making this ball look like a ping pong ball. Could you imagine those hands coming down full force with 8 feet of leverage? Yeah, Britney Spears would be a stain on the sidewalk. Now, just because Victor Wembenyama can smother a basketball doesn't mean he knows how to throw it. His first pitch at this Yankees game assures us all that he picked the right sport with basketball. not excited to watch Victor Wembenyama's career play out, what the hell is wrong with you? Victor's gonna bitch slap you on the sidewalk if you don't watch some more of these videos.